there's a bridge between students and police at this point, and I believe it needs to be gapped. I think that we need to become comfortable. We appreciate that the work that they do. I just think we need better policies to create it. We are ranked by College Prowler as one of the worst schools in terms of relationships with our police. I think they're a valuable part of this community, and with that in mind, I also believe that this committee could possibly come up with some recommendations that could improve everybody's life on campus. We've contacted Chief Roy, and we have upcoming meetings about these policies.
I want to say that you guys are absolutely right in that the police dealings on this campus have been a little hectic over the past couple of years. I did want to point out that Night Ride, one of the big, most popular things on campus that does bring a lot of people into campus, did have some conflict with the police this year, and the fact that the police and parking and transportation didn't want the cars to be able to pull up onto the sidewalks to pick up students at nighttime in dimly lit areas. So what they were trying to say is, we have regulations where you can pull up and where you can park. However, they don't realize that some of these places, they don't have any lighting around. So us in the UMC, and then working with Chance to pass legislation in UCSU to make sure that Night Ride does have the upper hand, that we do know the priority needs of students will be met, and we have to make sure that when police and parking and transportation do come at us with something that with their own sort of agenda, that we have experience in handling these events, and that we have creative ways of making sure that students on this campus remain safe.
Safety is among one of the top priorities of the Drive ticket. I think everybody wants to be safe wherever they are, no matter who they're with or where they're at along the campus. And I think it's important to continue to build the relationships with CUPD and the Boulder Police Department and other programs and communities that foster a safe environment. And just by supporting them and continuing to do that, I think we can. They are the ones who do a lot of the footwork in keeping this campus safe, and if by supporting them, I think we'll be able to do that a lot better. Also, just supporting, again, the different programs and such as GORD, and using student groups such as SEMS to get the education out there about how to be safe.
Thank you. I also believe that there should be a creation of a position between a liaison, basically, to police affairs, where students that have quibbles or concerns with the policies that are enacted have a route, have a voice, that a buffer zone, if you will, in between, because it really is, it's something that there needs to be an open line of communication. I think that can facilitate that. On top of, I also believe that, sorry, I'm good.
I want to thank the Solidarity Ticket for bringing up the idea of having an avenue for students to communicate with an entity like the police station, where if something happens on campus, students have a resource to go to. I want to make sure that, we're not trying to say that we want to work against the police on campus. I think there's been a misunderstanding, as has been in the administration on campus. I think currently, the police don't always understand, how students operate, things like that. But I want to make sure that we do have avenues to communicate with the police station. I want to say, I know that the Boulder Council and Planning Commission does hand out pizza after football games, so that intoxicated students after games do go on campus. And I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but it's the fact that there are people on the Hill that do feel unsafe when students leave those football games intoxicated. And we understand how those avenues work, and we have experience in creative ways of making sure that people do stay safe.
To respond.
All right, I want to bring up a couple things. The Drive ticket is actually work directly with the Health and Safety Director, which we reinstated this year, who is our liaison to the police department, both for CU and for the city of Boulder. Also, one of the projects that we initiated this past year, I worked directly with the Vice Chancellor for Administration. We instated a campus text messaging alert program, which we've seen utilized this year, and that's at no cost to students. That's something that students wanted last year, and we got that done. In addition, members of our ticket have worked with the Boulder City Task Force and have created a plan that grows the relationship between Boulder and the city for how they work and operate within the first 6 weeks, which is where those problem areas that Pierce mentioned with football, games and students leaving, and to provide opportunities for those students to be educated and to feel safe as they're going to and from these places of enjoyableness.